about it, man. Go ahead and load it up at the end of this game, man. Got a little bit tragic here. Air ball from Ryan Howard. Then Angel Reese smokes the lay for game. She was 5 for 16 yesterday, but then they showed Caitlin Clark laughing at this shit right here. This is hilarious, man.
I ain't got shit to do with
Keep
this.
the rivalry going. Look, she laughing. I'll go ahead and show how we won the game, man. Load it up for Kelsey Mitchell.
Why they got her walking back
Niggas
like
didn't
that?
even have to show that.
The real closer, Kelsey Mitchell. When it's time to win, you know what time it is.
DJ is petty for
Give
that.
it to the winner.
She walked past like the Joker.
Yeah. ISO. Nobody can guard Kelsey Mitchell. Ice the game right here. Another 20 points, man. Top 3 in MVP voting. Yeah. We gonna keep it real here. Hey, man. Shout out to the Fever, man. Taking care of the dream. 95-91. Loaded up for CC. 26-9. Shout out to Kelsey Mitchell. Another 20-point game. You know what I'm saying? Longest in the W streak. You know the vibes. We're gonna show the highlights before we show the end of this game because get well soon. But Mook, the real is back. It's been quiet. Shout out to KK Tempton. She been showing up. If she gonna hoop like this, boy, we can compete for a title.
It's too loud in Atlanta for the Fever, though.
Oh, yeah. You about to see how loud it is.
We gotta chill.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Good pass.
Smoke between the Dream and the Fever.
You know
what it
that's
is.
been like that since last year.
Yeah. After we put them out, respect.
I know why. There's more now.
Green Bean.
They got
Oh, yeah. You know, Angel Reese.
Yeah.
I can't wait for it. I hope we play on the playoff.
I hope not.
Yeah, DJ, that's what we want, bro.
I want the Aces.
You want the Aces?
Out the gate.
Yup.
What?
I want the Aces.
You want to lose?
I want the Aces.
Ah.
Why you want to lose?
Be the
first
best,
round?
you got to beat the best.
Yeah, in a play, in a championship.
Yeah.
I'd rather see the Aces before I see the Lynx. I don't want nothing to do with the Lynx. Keep them far away from me.
You really don't want nothing to do with this dream.
We're not worried about y'all. We took care of y'all last year. We feel comfortable getting this year.
We got Angel Reese.
Golden
now.
State don't respect us. Golden State sees the Fever and sees Christmas. I don't want no smoke with Golden State.
We fuck around, sweep the dream.
Yeah, we'll get Dream up out of there.
Crazy.
Sweet.
You thought having Angel Reese was the ultimate playoff weapon? Think again. Because with 5 seconds on the clock and the entire game on the line, Reese choked at point-blank range, and Caitlin Clark's reaction behind her back said everything you needed to know.
Made that one in.
The GOAT of humiliating missed layups. And last night, she was at it again, blowing the go-ahead game-winning layup against of
Oh, come on.
all people, old nemesis Caitlin Clark. And as you can see here, when slowed down, Caitlin Clark walking off the court at the end of regulation is cracking up behind Angel Reese's back.
We got to stop playing this clip. Angel Reese is going to put this clip on. She's going to take a picture of this still shot and put it in her room and go to sleep, dreaming of the next time she gets to face Caitlin Clark.
When it comes to the biggest rivalry in basketball right now, look at the NBA, WNBA, as well as college. In my personal opinion, it's Angel Reese versus Caitlin Clark.
Is Angel Reese the biggest? Is Angel Reese? I don't even know if this is still a rivalry, to be honest with you.
As well as college. When it comes to the biggest rivalry in basketball right now,
The biggest rivalry in basketball, Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. Is this the biggest rivalry in basketball? I'd have to sit down and really think about it. I don't even think they're rivals at this point. In 2024, we could make that case, but now in 2026,
basket. Looking at Reese compared to her peers, she's first in attempts per game, shots that close. But
she's first in attempts per game for shots that close, and then she's dead last in field goal percentage from shots that close. Oh, these are good numbers right here, Uncut Hoops. These are good numbers right here.
Here's the sad thing. Based on third percentage, she's dead last, 34 of 34.
Want to be a little more specific?
There's good and there's not good. This is not good.
Now narrow it down to paint scoring, shots at the rim. These shots quite literally are layups and gimmies. Out of players in the WNBA, typically use 2 layups per game. Reese, one of those players, is first in attempts at just over 9. But looking at the percentage, she's 73rd, third to last. 41.2%, among guards' top 10 field goal attempts, 5th overall. When you have a player like Clark, who's efficient in the mid-range, at the rim, and can pull the 3 and also pass, a player like that in this league is virtually unguardable. And again, look at the flip side. Clark's gravity, her range, versus Angel Reese, whose game is predicated 5 feet and in. That's all she does. And even then, her making a layup, it's 50-50 at best.
Alicia Gray.
50-50 at best. Crazy.
Atlanta's points leader. Against Connecticut last week, Reese still has the ball.
Long story short, looking at the Clark-Reese rivalry, at this point it's a media creation. The reality doesn't really exist. These two players could be further apart offensively from the skill, talent, overall draw based off their game. And to hide that point even more, Luke Clark this year for the rest of WNBA history.
In a positive way. Because make no mistake about it, Angel Reese, following that Atlanta Dream Indiana Fever game, Angel Reese has gone far more viral after that game than Caitlin Clark. For all the wrong reasons, but she has gone more viral, right? Not because of her skill, like her lack of skill, her embarrassing attempts, her wide open layups that went clink, clink, clunk off the rim. Oh, but this right here, this might be a meme for the ages right here.
At what heinous ass she is. The gagged layup would lead to the Indiana Fever prevailing in overtime 95-90.
Look, let's stop pretending and call this exactly what it is. Absolute, unadulterated basketball malpractice. For 18 straight months, mainstream sports media desperately tried to shove a manufactured rivalry down our throats, trying to convince the world that Angel Reese was the Batman to Caitlin Clark's Superman. They plastered her across national magazine covers, handed out lucrative sneaker endorsements, and pretended that stat-padding offensive rebounds off her own missed layups was generational greatness. But basketball is the ultimate lie detector test. When the bright lights turn on and the pressure reaches maximum boiling point, you cannot hide behind publicists, podcast gossip, or TikTok algorithms. The game tape from that fourth quarter against Indiana is franchise suicide on full display. With the game deadlocked at 81 and the entire arena holding its collective breath, Reese leaked out on a completely wide-open fast break. 0 defenders in front of her, no shot blocker within 10 feet. Just a regulation basketball, an empty backboard, and an uncontested 3-foot bunny layup to ice the game. And what happened? Clank. A catastrophic, rim-rattling brick that sparked an instant Indiana fast break and handed the Fever a 95-91 overtime victory. And then came the viral moment that shattered the entire sports internet. Slow-motion cameras panning right behind Reese's back as Caitlin Clark strolled off the hardwood with the most ruthless, unapologetic grin you will ever witness. That wasn't just a simple victory smile. That was 5 years of collegiate receipts from Baton Rouge being cashed in broad daylight. Clark didn't need to bark, trash talk, or flash obnoxious finger-pointing theatrics. She dropped 26 points, dished 9 surgical assists, and completely dismantled Atlanta's defensive game plan while letting Reese's own shooting incompetence write the obituary. Even former NBA stars like Jeff Teague couldn't hold back their laughter on live podcasts, calling it out for the absolute comedy show it truly was. When you dive into the advanced analytics, the talent gap isn't just wide, it's an astronomical abyss. Reese leads the entire WNBA in field goal attempts inside 5 feet, yet ranks dead last at 34 out of 34 qualified players in efficiency. On uncontested point-blank layups, she is currently shooting 73rd out of 75 players. The only 2 players with worse percentages are literally 5'6" point guards dodging 7-foot paint enforcers. When a 6'3" professional post player is flipping a coin every single time she shoots from 12 inches away, you don't have a superstar. You have an offensive liability sinking your team's half-court spacing into cap space purgatory. You cannot win playoff basketball when your franchise cornerstone shoots 5 for 16 and turns routine putbacks into live ball turnovers. While Reese's offensive game remains hopelessly broken, Caitlin Clark is pulling up from the logo, collapsing entire defenses with her gravity, and carrying the Indiana Fever into legitimate championship contention alongside killer closer Kelsey Mitchell, who iced the game with 20 points of her own. The debate is officially over. The manufactured narrative has completely imploded. Clark is the undisputed global face of women's basketball, while Reese is discovering that clinging to a superstar's coattails only works until you're actually forced to put the ball in the hoop.
So let me throw this right back to you in the comments section. Is Angel Reese's broken offensive skill set permanently beyond repair? Or can she ever develop a legitimate scoring touch before the league completely moves on without her? Drop your unfiltered thoughts below.
Thanks for watching Basketball Central. What do you think about today's story? Do you agree with our take, or do you see it differently? Let us know in the comments. We read them all and love hearing your opinions. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to Basketball Central, and turn on notifications so you never miss the latest WNBA news, breaking stories, and in-depth analysis. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.